Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Pittsburgh Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Allegheny County Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my McKeesport Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Penn Hills Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Gettysburg Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Chambersburg Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Blue Mountain Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Somerset Africans, my Lancaster Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Reading, Pennsylvania Africans, my Coatesville Africans, my Chester County Africans. This is your brother King Kong Consciousness. I want to thank Pittsburgh for coming out for my panel discussion today with Minister Victor Muhammad of the Nation of Islam. Shout out to the Nation of Islam of Harrisburg. And shout out to the Nation of Islam brothers and sisters from around the country and across the world. We had a great panel discussion today. Nearly every seat was filled, if not every seat being filled. And I'm coming back to close out at 7 o'clock tonight for the keynote. So if you live in Western Pennsylvania, if you can get to Western Pennsylvania by 7 o'clock, you have 2.5 hours. You have 2.5 hours before King Kong Consciousness comes out, okay? I was Professor 𝚂𝚂𝙺𝚂𝚗𝙱𝚂𝙸𝙱𝴬 today at 1 o'clock. I was Professor 𝚂𝚂𝚂𝙺𝚂𝚗𝙱𝚂𝚁𝙸𝙱𝴬 today at 1 o'clock. But tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm putting a dashiki on, brothers and sisters. I wore the suit because this was a conference. I needed to be professional, so I wore the suit today. But tonight, you know what it is. It's the jeans and the dashiki. You know how we get down. So it's King Kong Consciousness tonight. I want all my Pittsburgh queens to come on out. We got 1 box of books left. I only sent 4 boxes. I didn't know Pittsburgh was going to buy up all the books at 1 o'clock. Shout out to Pittsburgh for buying up all the books at 1 o'clock. I didn't know everybody was going to be there at 1 o'clock. I should have brought more books. I should have brought more books. I should have brought more books. But we got 1 box of books left. We got 9 Germaniac hoodies. We got 9 Germaniac hoodies. The queens bought up all the hoodies. We got 9 Germaniac hoodies. We got 6 smalls, 1 medium, and 2 XXL. We don't have no more large. We don't have no more extra large. We don't have no more large. We don't have no more extra large. We got 6 small hoodies, 1 medium hoodie, and 2 XXL Germaniac hoodies. So we got 9 hoodies and we got 18 books. That's it. 9 hoodies and 18 books for a total of 27 pieces of merchandise left. So if you want one of those 27 pieces of merchandise that are left, you need to be right here at the Pittsburgh Coliseum at 7 o'clock to watch King Kong Consciousness close out today's 2023 Black Health and Equity Summit at 7 o'clock. I want all my Millersville University undergraduate students hop in a car and carpool over to Pittsburgh. Reading, Pennsylvania, get on up here. Lehigh, Pennsylvania, get on up here. Philadelphia, you're not going to make it because that's a 5-hour drive. So I'm going to let the hometown of Philly off the hook. But Pittsburgh, you're not off the hook. Allegheny County, you're not off the hook. Gettysburg and Harrisburg and Lancaster, you're not off the hook. You only 2 hours away. It's a free event. You don't need no ticket. It's a free event tonight at 7 o'clock. And I will be starting at 7 o'clock. I'm going to speak from 7 until 8:30. And I'm going to take pictures and sign books from 8:30 until 10. I'm going to speak from 7 until 8:30 tonight, right here in Pittsburgh. And then I'm going to take pictures and sign books from 8:30 until 10. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Now, y'all know I don't be really watching sports like that no more. I don't be watching sports like that no more. But the Western Conference belongs to the Phoenix Suns. I want Kevin Durant to get a third ring. I want Chris Paul to get a first ring, and I want Kevin Durant to get a third ring. I want Chris Paul to get a first ring, and I want Kevin Durant to get a third ring. I want Chris Paul to get a first ring, and I want Kevin Durant to get a third ring. And in the Eastern Conference, I need my 76ers. On the Eastern Conference, I need my 76ers. On the Eastern Conference, I need Joel Embiid, even though he is Snow Bunny. Even though he is Snow Bunny. Even though he is Snow Bunny, I gotta go for the hometown. I gotta go for the hometown. Even though Joel Embiid is a Snow Bunny, does anybody know, is Maxey a Snow Bunny? Is James Harden a Snow Bunny? Please tell me that Maxey and James Harden are not dating the bunnies. Embiid is a bunny, but I still got to go with the hometown. I still got to go with the hometown. You can order the book at drumarjohnson.com. My Pittsburgh vegetarians, I was looking for a black-owned vegetarian restaurant. I couldn't find one. My Pittsburgh vegetarians, my Allegheny County vegetarians, I was looking for a black vegetarian restaurant. I couldn't find one, so I had to hit up Pizza Pharma. Don't get mad at me, Pittsburgh. I was looking for some healthy food. I was looking for some vegetarian food. I was looking for some black vegan food, and I couldn't find no vegan food, so I had to hit up Pizza Pharma. I had to hit up Pizza Pharma. I didn't want to do it, but I had to hit up Pizza Pharma. And I'm not going to lie, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to lie, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to lie, brothers and sisters. It was a vegetarian pizza from Pizza Pharma. Does that count? If I got a vegetarian pizza from Pizza Pharma right here in Pittsburgh, does that count as a vegan meal? Does my vegetarian pizza count as a vegetarian meal? Now, where am I going to eat for dinner, Pittsburgh? I'm asking Pittsburgh black family. I'm talking to my Pittsburgh black family right now. Where am I having dinner at tonight? Where is the best black-owned restaurant in Pittsburgh? I don't care if it's vegetarian. I don't care if it's vegan. I don't care if it's soul food, seafood, Ethiopian, West African, South African, Congolese cuisine. Where are we having dinner in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania tonight? Champagne said I could come to her house. Champagne said I could come to her house. Champagne, I can't afford no scandal. This is what you can do. You can go ahead and make me some food and bring it to the 7 o'clock lecture. Make me some food and bring it to the 7 o'clock lecture. Make me some food and bring it to the 7 o'clock lecture. I'm trying to eat vegetarian. But if I can't find the vegetarian restaurants, what can I do? University of Curacao. University of Curacao, Caribbean Islands, former Dutch colony. I'm coming Saturday, 7 p.m., Curacao. Saturday, 7 p.m., Caribbean Islands, University of Curacao. I want Jamaica to pull up in Curacao Saturday. I want Bahamas to pull up in Curacao Saturday. I want Bermuda to pull up in Curacao. I want St. Martin, St. Thomas, St. Lucia, St. Kitts. I want my Haitian Africans, my Cuban Africans, my Puerto Rican Africans, my Dominican Africans, all Caribbean Pan-Africanists must be at the University of Curaçao on the Curaçao Island this Saturday, April the 15th, 7 p.m. because we have to restart Caribbean Pan-Africanism. We have to restart Caribbean Pan-Africanism. First annual Polygyny Conference is coming up. First annual Polygyny Conference is coming up. First annual Polygyny Conference for brothers who want multiple wives and for sisters who are willing to be a sister wife. Polygyny Conference for brothers who want multiple wives and can afford them, and sisters who don't mind being sister wives. Polygyny Conference is coming up. Convention is coming up. Conscious Couples Convention is coming up. South Africa, I will see you next month. This is how African Liberation Week is shaping up. This is how African Liberation Week is shaping up. We're going to start in Martinique and we're going to end in Guadeloupe. We're going to start in Martinique on May the 18th and we're going to end in Guadeloupe on June the 3rd. We're going to start in Martinique on May the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Then I fly to Johannesburg. I am with my South Africans. Where's South Africa at? Where is South Africa at? Where is my Zulu queens, my Xhosa queens, my Swazi queens, my Khoi queens? Where's my South Africans at? Where my alpha male kings at in South Africa? I will be in Johannesburg on the 21st of May, Johannesburg, 22nd of May, Durban on the 23rd of May, Durban, 24th of May, and then we go to Ethiopia. Where my Ethiopian Africans at? Where my Addis Ababa Africans at? Where my Gondar Africans at? Where my Lalibela Africans at? Where my Aksum Africans at? Where my 𝚂𝚗𝙸𝙺 Africans at? I'm coming to the cradle of civilization. I'm coming to the home of two of my greatest heroes, Emperor Menelik II, three of my greatest heroes, Emperor 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝙺, Emperor 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝙺, and then Emperor Menelik II, and then Emperor Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia. But this is what I want to do. Can we have a sit down while I'm in Ethiopia for African Liberation Day, May 25th and 26th? Can we have a sit down while I'm in Addis Ababa for African Liberation Day, May 25th and 26th? Can we have a sit down between the Ethiopian youth and the Eritrean youth, the Somali youth, the Sudanese youth, the Ugandan youth, and the Nubian youth of Kemet? I want an East African, Pan-African liberation movement. I need all East African youth to be in Addis Ababa, May 25th, May 26th. Sudanese Africans, you must pull up. My favorite oil is Sudanese amber. My favorite oil is Sudanese amber. My favorite oil is Sudanese amber. I need all my Sudanese Africans to be in Addis. I need my Somali Africans to be in Addis. I need my Eritrean Africans to be in Addis. I need my Ugandan Africans. I want my Kenyan Africans, my Malawian Africans to be in Addis Ababa, and I want my 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝙺 Ethiopians to be in Addis. I need my Lalibela Pan-Africanists to come on down to Addis. I need my Aksum Ethiopian Africans to come on down to Addis. We're going to have an East African Youth Parliament, just like when I get to the University of Curaçao. Next Saturday, we're going to have a Caribbean African Youth Parliament. And when I get to London, England, and Paris in October, when I get to London, England, and Paris in October, we got to have a European African Parliament. Oh, yes. Nigeria. And where my Nigerians at? Where are my Nigerians at? Where my Yoruba Africans at? Where my Yoruba Africans at? Where are my Igbo Africans at? Where my Igbo Africans at? Where my Hausa Africans at? Where my Nigerian Hausas and my Nigerian Igbo, my Nigerian Yoruba, my Nigerian Mandingo? I will be in Nigeria in October. I will be the son of Ogun. The son of Ogun is returning to the land of Ogun. I said the son of Ogun is returning to the land of Ogun. I haven't been to Nigeria since 2008. I haven't been in the land of Nigeria since 2008. I'm coming in October. We're going to have a West African parliament in Nigeria. I want to go to the Igbo land and I want blessings from the Igbo elders. I want to go to Hausa land. I want blessings from the Hausa elders. I want to go to Mandingo land. I want blessings from the Mandingo. I want to go to Yoruba land. And I want the Oni of Ifa to bless 𝚂𝚂𝚁𝙸𝙺𝚴. I said, take me to Yoruba land. I want the Oni of Ifa, of Ile Ife, to bless 𝚂𝚂𝚁𝚗 Ogun Tade, brothers and sisters. But I have one rule. Caribbean Africans, I don't want to see you in Curacao. I don't want to see you in Martinique. I don't want to see you in Guadeloupe on June 3rd if you have been snow bunny hopping. My East Africans, my Somalians, my Ugandans, my Eritreans, my Ethiopians, my Kenyans, my Malawians, I don't want to see you if you've been snow bunny hopping. My South Africans, my Zulu and my Xhosa and my Swazi and my Khoi, don't come see me on May 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, if you've been snow bunny hopping in South Africa. My Nigerian Africans, my Yoruba, my Igbo, my Hausa, my Mandingo, I don't want to see you in October in Nigeria if you've been snow bunny hopping. It is Black Queens forever, snow bunnies never. It is Black Queens forever, snow bunny never. It is Black Queens forever, snow bunny never. I am in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the headquarters of the great ancestor, Dr. Martin Robinson Delaney. This is where he made his base. Grandfather of Pan-Africanism before Kwame Nkrumah, before Patrice Lumumba, before Sékou Touré, before Marcus Garvey, before His Majesty Haile Selassie I, before Edward Wilmot Blyden, before Alexander Crummell, there was Dr. Martin Delaney, first uniformed officer of the Civil War, one of the first Black newspaper publishers. They even put his picture on the Super Bowl. They even showed him during the Super Bowl. Oh yes, one of the first Black men to be nominated by a major party for vice president of the United States. He was an inventor. He was an abolitionist. He came up with the phrase Africa for the Africans. That's right. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the phrase Africa for the Africans was born in Pittsburgh. Let me say it again. The phrase Africa for the Africans was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from the mouth of Major Dr. Martin Robinson Delaney, the first Black to attend Harvard Medical. The first Black to attend Harvard Medical. The first Black to attend Harvard Medical, but he was kicked out because the white students protested. They said they will not go to class with a Negro. The white students of Harvard protested. They said, we will not go to class. My Latino Africans, we're going to have our parliament at Pace University in New York, Thursday, April the 20th. All Latino Pan-Africanists. This is only for Latino Pan-Africanists. If you're a Latino who don't identify with the African family, it's no need for you to come. If you are Latino and you don't identify with the African race, if you don't consider yourself a member of the African race, then it's no need for you to come to Pace University Latino Pan-African Seminar, because I'm trying to organize with my Boricuas. I want my Afro-Boricuas to be at Pace University on Thursday, April the 20th at 7 p.m. I want my Cuban African queens and my Dominican African queens and my Puerto Rican African queens, my Mexican African queens who are descendants of ancestors who were pre-Columbus or post-Columbus, but were African. We're going to get the Latino African movement together at Pace University, Thursday, April the 20th. If you need the flyer, text my cell. If you need my Panamanian Africans, pull up. Brazilian Africans, pull up. Venezuelan Africans, pull up. 215-989-9858. Colombian African queens. Lord have mercy. I want my my Venezuelan African queens. No snow bunnies. This is Afro descendant. We're not talking about white Latinos. This is not Caucasian Latinos. Okay? This is Afro Latino. Okay? They might be light skinned. They might be brown skinned. They might be hot chocolate. But they African. But they African. I want to see all African Latinos at Pace University, April 20th, 7 p.m. If you need the flyer, text myself. So I'm organizing the diaspora. We got the East African Parliament, April 25th, April 26th in Addis Ababa, African Liberation Day. We got the West African Parliament in Nigeria in October. We got the Caribbean African Parliament in Curacao this Saturday, Martinique, May 18th, 19th, and 20th, Guadeloupe, June 3rd. That's the Caribbean African Parliament. We got the Latino African Parliament, Pace University, April the 20th. Oh, yes, we organizing for Pan-African liberation. To my Latino African queens who come into Pace University, to my Latino African queens who come into Pace University, please bring me some Afro-Latino food. Bring me the peas and rice, the beans and rice with the chicken. Yes, I loves me some Afro-Latino food. Bring me that. Ethiopia, you know I love Ethiopian food. My favorite ethnic cuisine is Ethiopian. So when I get to Addis Ababa, y'all taking me straight to the Ethiopian buffet. When I get to Addis Ababa, when King Kong consciousness lands in the birthplace, the headquarters of the African Union, y'all taking me straight to Ethiopian cuisine. And when I get to Nigeria, my Nigerian Africans, you know how we do with the potato greens, with the lamb and the chicken and the beef, with the rice, my Nigerians. And when I get to South Africa, my South African queens, you know how I love that South African fish and that South African food. Brothers and sisters, I love being a Pan-Africanist. I love being a Pan-Africanist. I love my people. I love my race. I love them all. I love the light-skinned African. I love the mixed race African. I love the vanilla African. I love the sweet brown sugar, the caramel, the pistachio. I love the hot chocolate Africans, the fudge. I love my race. Let's stop dyeing our hair. Let's stop bleaching our skin. Let's stop dyeing our hair. Let's stop bleaching our skin. Let's stop dyeing our hair. Let's stop bleaching our skin. This is King Kong, baby. For my international Africans, add me on WhatsApp. International Africans, add me on WhatsApp. WhatsApp. It's free. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Paris and London, I will see you in October. Nigeria, October. Paris and London, October. Martinique, I will see you next month. Ethiopia, next month. South Africa, next month. Guadeloupe, June 3rd. University of Curaçao, next Saturday. University of Curaçao, next Saturday. 7 o'clock, University of Curaçao, April 15th. King Kong is in the building. I got to get a new passport. I done ran through my 4th passport, brothers and sisters. It's time for a new passport. It's time. This passport is almost finished already. I need me one of those presidential passports. Ethiopia, I want my citizenship. I'm not leaving Ethiopia without an Ethiopian passport. I want a Nigerian passport. I want an Eritrean passport. I want a Ugandan passport. Oh, yes, I want a Malawian passport. My Kenyan Africans, my Maasai Africans, my Kikuyu Africans. I want a passport. I want a Nigerian passport. I want a Martinique passport, a Guadeloupe passport, a Curacao passport. I want a passport from every... Where my Australian Africans at? I ain't been to Australia yet. Why haven't I been to Australia yet? Why haven't I been invited several times, but nobody has made the event a reality? I've been invited to Australia several times, but nobody has made the event a reality. When am I coming to Australia? That's the only continent I have not been invited to speak. I've been everywhere but Australia. I've been everywhere but Australia. I'm going to see my South African queens. I can't wait. I miss you too. My my Johannesburg queens, my Durban queens, my Cape Town queens, my Soweto queens, my Eastern Shore, Western Cape queens, my 𝚂𝚗𝙺𝚂𝚗𝚗𝙀 queens. I can't wait to hug up on my South African queens. I can't wait to hug up on my Ethiopian queens, my I can't wait to hug up on my London queens and my Birmingham queens and my Luton queens and my Bristol queens and my Wolverhampton queens and my Manchester queens. But it's consciousness over the cookies. Brothers, it is consciousness over the cookies. It is politics over the Buddha. It is revolution over romance. It is business before anything else.